everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be using Cricut Design Space to create bag attachments and keychain bows. So we're going to start by using our text feature to type out the words Red Devils. I know, if you guys know a school whose colors are white and mascot is Jesus, we could have used that, but this is what I have right now. So I chose to do these separately because I really like to be able to control the amount of space between the words. So I felt like this was most effective. Next, we're going to go to the bottom and press weld. I don't know why it's not showing on my screen, but that's what I just did. And change the color to red or something that matches whatever glitter color you have. Mine is a little darker red, so I'm going to change it, resize it, and bring it down to our example down here. Now I'm going to take my red letters and make them line up with these white letters because this will be our top layer of our attachment. So we want it to be the same size as those Phoenix letters. Now that that's done, we're going to go up here to effects and we're going to press offset because we want to make two outlines for this design. I'm going to have two layers up under the red devils. So the first layer needs to be pretty tight up on those red letters and the second layer needs to be right around that last layer. Now I'm going to select each of those layers and kind of make them look like the glitter colors I'm going to use. Hopefully this makes sense, but I always try to match the colors with what's on the screen for my sake. Next, we want to make sure this attachment is no more than 2.5 inches high and 9.6 inches wide, just like the Phoenix. From there, we want to duplicate our back layer, which is our silver glitter layer. And then we want to go up here and flip it so it's mirrored. Now we're going to go up here to shapes and select the square shape. We're going to make sure the measurements are 2 inches wide and 1.5 inches tall. Next, we're going to go up here and change that color to match our silver color. The goal is to attach it to the right side and make a little indent on the left side. So you can see here I'm lining it up just so it overlaps a little bit, not too much. Now that that's all lined up, we want to remove everything off of the silver part. Select these two pieces and slice. Now we can slide that part back and duplicate this side so we can have a piece for our felt. And then we can select both of these pieces and weld them together. And then select both of these pieces and weld them together. Now I'm going to select the red devils and the white outline and click both of them so I can center them. Then I'm going to drag both parts up to the silver part and arrange them so that they are on top again and center those as much as possible. Next, I'm going to drag my felt piece up, change the color to white. I might change it to a different color. I don't know because the background is already white, so who knows. But I'm going to change that, get rid of my example right here. Let me label that so I don't lose it. Okay, there. So now let's make it so you can't see it. We're going to select this whole section right here and duplicate because we're making 2 of these. Let me go ahead and change the color of the felt pieces just to keep confusion down. Let's use black for both of them. Even though we know it's actually going to be white, it really doesn't matter on the computer. Perfect. So here are the attachments. Let's move on to the keychains. So I'm going to take my example from a different order and use these same designs but with different colors. So the background, which is the ribbon, is going to be white, and our customer wants red and silver. So I need to remove this green and add some silver. Now we want to remove these words and add STC at the top. We're going to change the font to something different. It really doesn't matter. Let's go with this font right here for the STC. And then we need to get another text box to write Red Devils on. Let's see, what font are we going to use? Let's use this one. We're going to type in Red Devils and, of course, make it their colors, which is red and silver for the STC. Now I'm going to select the Red Devils and the STC and line them up. We want to make sure the STC is not going past the Red Devils on either side. We do want to make sure the STC is lined up a little bit behind the Red Devils, not too far, but we want to save some room for the offset. So we're going to go up here, select Effects, Offset, and we're going to do a very thin offset, not too big, but really, really thin. Now we're going to move that Red Devils out the way and select the offset and the STC because we're going to slice them. You can go ahead and get rid of the slice results and fill that Red Devils into the STC like that. Now we're going to group and make sure it lines up with the bow width that we're going to be using. So it has to be inside those lines because our ribbon is only 1.5 inches wide. Now that we have it the way we want it, we can go ahead and delete these white parts that were our stand-ins for the bow. We can delete our example and go ahead and select all that and duplicate because we are making 2 of these. I'm going to go ahead and drag this down so it's all in the screen, of course. And then we want to zoom in a little bit so we can see. And here is what we are going to cut. We can go ahead and press make.